Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Let's continue.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Super cryptic names.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Wow, spoilers, Makoto. Oh. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Spoilers, Makoto. Dang it. Pain of a junk food junkie. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never get just straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
Hina seems kind of back to normal. He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Obviously. Jeez, just how low is that rock you're hiding under?
Whew.
I believe this is the small talk Togami warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Togami, we all started our exploration. Alright, well, there's two areas that could have been opened. We could have had this opened, which it looks like once again, it's not. This gate seems remarkably sturdy. Why would someone go to all the trouble of blocking off this entire area? Which means more likely than not, well, I was gonna say it's probably a new area on the, what do you call it, the fourth floor leading to the fifth floor, but there were a lot of locked areas on the fourth floor. Well, not a lot, like two, right? So I'm kind of curious just to double check on these. Like the bathroom. Let's go into girls' bathroom. Okay, no, never mind. What about the data lab? Maybe. I doubt it, but door won't budge. Yeah, I figured. I figured it'd still be locked. The other locked room was the headmaster's room, which is also probably locked. Just waiting for Monokuma to come out and yell at me again. So, yes, we now have access to, I'm assuming, the fifth floor? So here I am on the fifth floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The fifth floor has been opened up to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. It's got a really high ceiling in this floor. Like abnormally high. Which makes me think this might be like the top floor. Yeah, I don't really see any... Well, actually, I guess they could have staircases down here. But it would seem to me that this might be the top floor. Alright, let's look around. We got a classroom. Looks like another classroom over there as well. Nighttime secrets, no more. He's so dirty. This is where a window would be in a normal classroom. But there's some huge metal plate. The floor's been sealed up with sheets of metal too. I'm so sick of this. But there's money! No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? He's so dirty. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. Yeah! Anything else in here to note that I haven't seen? Oh yeah, the clock. I hate that sound. Sure, I can look at the clock and see what time it is, but what's the point? I actually can't see what time it is. That makes some of these times they throw at me difficult to track down until they actually tell you in-game what time it is. Oh, it's noon right now. Okay, that makes that a whole lot easier. Haha, catch me if you can. Wait, I'm gonna punish you. Gross. It's Makoto. And Makoto has absolutely nothing to say about that. Isn't that great? Someone took the time to write despair. I'm just checking for money. Don't mind me. There we go. That's the money I'm looking for. And of course Toko. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. No, Makoto, don't come in here. I'll have to kill you. It's got a very bamboo-y style here. Of course, that's the one thing I did notice is that there is a dojo on here. Remember, I did read the text very momentarily. Oh man, that's sad. Sakura would have loved it here. Especially considering all the, I think, other Sakura petals? Cherry blossoms? Something? I don't know. I don't know Japanese stuff. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Man, that suit of armor is so Japanese, yo. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless. Got some lockers. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys reminded me of super old school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? They used it to hide money. No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are everywhere. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Good job, Makoto. I'm proud of you too. No, I wasn't. I don't care about it anymore. Nothing else to look at, right? Oh, probably the same thing, but let's take a look.
Hey,
Yeah, same thing. Whoa, excuse me. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko. I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Oh yeah, her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey,
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
so then,
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. You gotta think about these things, Makoto. Oh, what is this? This isn't roof access, is it? Surely not. Well, this certainly reminds me of Virtue's Last Reward a bit. No matter what, there's cameras. Just to be sure, I should take a look at that tool shed. That looks like a good place to murder someone. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall. Is that a pickaxe? That seems dangerous. Manakuru. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's so many different kinds to choose from. You know where to hide your money at now. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. What do you have to tell us, Makoto? Do you have like a dark past? We have the Monokuru lawnmower. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? What lawn is there for us to take care of? Like, this is like there's certainly plants in here, but not like grass. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Yeah, this looks like a good murdering shed. Lots of pointy things that you can stab people with. So yeah, there's this big, like, jungly looking plant thing here. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, blah, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student hopes peek at it improvement after improvement, and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, I was about to say that. So it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Although not too much distance, you want some money. So I do know that these things, I don't remember what any of their names are. I know these are Venus flytraps, like giant ones. Which are, you know, eat flies, but at this size, like Monokuma said, could probably eat people. We've got these things, which I also, you know, I can't remember the name of, but I think they attract like flies or something, and then because they smell funny, they smell good or something, and then the flies get stuck at the bottom and they get all digested. And I think the little like leafy thing closes so they can't escape. Also, the fly's also drowning in water. I don't know if this does something similar. I've seen these before, but I thought these are just regular flowers. It might be. I know these things apparently smell absolutely terrible. At least they're supposed to, though I imagine maybe they don't right now. I don't know. They're supposed to smell really bad. But one thing that I guess these two have in common is that they can eat like living creatures. Generally flies. But, you know, as you get to that size, I imagine they could probably get something a bit bigger. That's just my tiny, tiny bit of plant knowledge I have. After that, I'm not going to say anything else dumb. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing in here? Well, it's got chickens. It even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that. It seems safe. Bomb-laying chickens. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? Each chicken is its own circle. We'll have to read them all. Doesn't have like a second form, right? It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know the number that comes after 4 and before 6? At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power. A refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. I'm sure that number's going to be important later. There's another monitor. It's pretty useless. Totally useless. Yeah, all we got left is this red thing and then Hero himself. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers. Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. I'm sure that'll be important later. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
Disgusting.
Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna go tell everyone. Thanks, Monokuma.
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling. Yep. Just like in Virtue's Last Reward.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why, is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll pull up their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Well, that was a really, really fruitful conversation we had. Yeah, I didn't think we'd get out that way. That's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we got another science lab and another classroom. And it doesn't look like there's any more floors, so this would be the last floor. At least in this area that I could tell, unless they got some hidden floor thing going on. So wait a second. What's the purpose of this? Just this pillar over here, I don't know. Alright, Oi. You're next on the list. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Well, I mean, it's kind of a final area, so to speak, in this main school area. The only place we can go up still, assuming there's not a hidden passage somewhere, which, I mean, we already have found a hidden room, is, you know, if we went up in the dormitory area, which still has yet to have opened up at all. Oh, man. Look, there's, like, no lights down there. Look at that. Isn't that sinister? Isn't that sinister? Like, hey, guys, I'm going to science class at the end of the dark, spooky hall. Very sinister. Oh. Wow. What is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying, it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice and no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey!
What? My fault
now.
again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty, edgy squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Now here's a thought, right? Because I was just thinking about this as I saw this room. I don't think, you know, it almost seems like some, you know, because they talked about some kind of tragedy happening. Maybe this is the aftermath of the tragedy. And maybe all the other rooms in the building Monokuma cleaned up, but he didn't clean this one up for some reason. Alright, I guess we can't look at the windows. Let's look at the blood stains. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the blood stains are dry. I'd certainly hope so. And their colors changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. Is this all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. Yeah, money. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Really, that's all we gotta say is just that one blood spot and then the usual things? This is one of the monitors, yep. It's totally useless. Yeah, and that's for exit. Okay, so we gotta talk to Togami now. Togami. About what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? Let's get out of that room. That was fun. I was wondering why the music suddenly stopped when I went in that room. Normally it doesn't. Raw. Bio. Ah, darn it, another locked door. We came all this way just to be denied here. A sign in the hallway says Bio Lab. A bio lab that we're forbidden from seeing into. It kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. You don't think you're in a horror movie? Game? Kind of thing? But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. Not horror in the traditional sense, but, you know, horrific events to be sure. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
Yeah, except for we couldn't have anyone to go against. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Yeah, I don't really want to go any farther. We'll stop here. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Since it is mildly on the topic of visual novels, I got recommended by 2 separate people a visual novel that just recently came out on Steam. To my understanding, it's been out longer than this, but it recently came out on Steam, and I might just be playing it, because it looked pretty interesting. I don't know. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for some more Danganronpa. Bye!